Hello guys, it's Wild's Asia, and today we're going to be talking about some tips on driving anxiety and how I overcame it. If you feel like every time you get on the road you're going to crash and die and never see your family and friends again, this video is for you. You know, on how I'm able to function as a normal person and be able to drive. I thought I'd never be in this place to be able to do that. So I just want to let you know, there's nothing wrong with you. We're all just different. We're scared. Driving can be scary, but now I drive more often now because I have these tips. So I hope these help with you guys. They might be a little too extreme, but I'm just giving you some tips that help me. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. If you have any more questions on related to driving, you can just leave them in the comments. So tip number one is to leave a little bit earlier. If you're rushing and there's, there could be anything that's going on. Delays on the road, there could be an accident. So if you know you need to be at work at 3 o'clock and it takes you 30 minutes to leave there, you don't need to be leaving at 2:30. Because what's gonna happen is while you're rushing, you're gonna be more anxious because you have to do things that you don't normally do on the road that makes you uncomfortable. Like making multiple lane changes to get to the front, to be able to get there on time. So obviously if you leave 10 minutes earlier, that will definitely help a lot. Because sure, it takes 30 minutes to get there, but you still have to walk into the building. So just make sure you leave a little bit earlier. It definitely helps with the anxiety and not having to put yourself in a position where you have to do things that make you uncomfortable to get there on time. Now, my next tip is if you are still like new to driving or you're still a little bit scared, I would use GPS. Apple Maps or Google Maps will literally let you know the next time you need to turn. It's easier for me to drive and I feel less anxious using GPS. It definitely helps to know where you're going, know what's coming up. If you're just new to driving, I would suggest using Apple or the Google Maps or just GPS in general, especially if there is an accident or there is they're fixing the road and you have to go to a different route. It will definitely help to be using GPS so you know where you need to go next, and it kind of takes off the anxiety a little bit. And then the next tip is 1 mile before you know you're supposed to turn. Especially if you know you're afraid to make lane changes when there's a whole bunch of people and there's no room, at least 1 mile before you need to turn right or left, you need to get into that lane. Or at least if you see an opening, get into that lane, because obviously once you get to a stoplight and you guys start going and you need to turn at the next light, now you're scared. Oh my God. To get into that lane because there's so many people. Just like me, I was scared to like make lane changes if there was people too close to me. I feel like I was gonna crash into them. So definitely like 1 mile before, it helps to prepare to just get in that lane ahead of time. Now, this one might be a little extreme, but it's definitely helped me. I do take the same routes or any destination that I'm going to. When I go to my parents' house, I take the same route. When I'm going to the store, I take the same route. It just helps to know what to expect. Obviously, if you're driving and you're taking a different route, you didn't know there was gonna be a roundabout here and you're scared, you don't know what to do. It's just easier to just take the same route so you already know what to look for. That one might be a little extreme. Obviously now I'm more comfortable taking different routes, but it just keeps the anxiety off of me when I take the same ones and I know what to expect. Tip number 5 is just don't let others pressure you into making decisions that you don't necessarily want to make. Obviously, if you're coming out of a parking lot and there's a whole bunch of people behind you and you need to turn left and there's people coming from this way and that way and you feel like you're not ready, don't let people pressure you by them honking and going when you're not ready, because then obviously you're gonna make a mistake. You could end up crashing into someone. Do what makes you comfortable. Don't let these people pressure you into going when you're not ready, okay? And once both of the lanes or both sides are clear, then go. I used to freak out when people are honking and I'm still waiting to go, but they can wait. Most of them can't even see who's coming from each side because they're all the way in the back. So take your time. Don't let people pressure you. That's how you make more mistakes, when you're being pressured by someone and you're doing something that you don't normally do. So yes, don't let people pressure you. Definitely wait until you're ready to leave the parking lot or just make any decisions at all. Just wait. Trust your gut. Don't listen to what these other people are saying to you. My next tip is to park in the back. Obviously, if you're good with parking and people waiting for you to get out of parking space doesn't bother you, you can park in the front. But in the beginning, I did park all the way in the back. It's easier for me to pull in and out. It's easier for me to get a parking space. It doesn't kill you to walk a little bit more. I mean, I'm built like a fridge, built like a Roblox character, so it wouldn't hurt for me to walk a little bit more.
Hey, that was pretty good.
So yeah, I always park in the back. It's easier for me to pull in and out. I don't have to fight over a parking space. I don't have to feel like someone's rushing me because it's taking me forever to get into the parking space. Yeah, if it's definitely gonna help you, I would park in the back. That's just what I do. And then the last step, I do have more if you guys want another video. Just at least if this video gets 10 likes, I'll probably make another one. But tip number 7 is try not to leave at peak hours. Obviously work and stuff and you have appointments, you can't really change that. But if there's no obligation when it comes to time, try not to leave at 5 p.m. Try not to leave at 8 a.m. You know, those are the peak hours, at least to me, because people drive crazier during peak time. I've almost died a few times because people want to rush. I know you're trying to get home. I get it. But I don't want to die right now, and I would really appreciate it if you would just calm down. So yeah, I don't leave at peak hours. When I get off at 5 p.m. when it comes to work, so I try to leave at least 6 o'clock, 5:30. It makes less people on the road. It makes it easier for me. But I've noticed as soon as I leave at 5 o'clock, people are driving crazy. They're literally like, it's insane. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want any more tips, I will try to make another video. If you have any questions about driving specifically, I'll try to make another video. I did post a video on some driving tips on my TikTok, which is why it prompted me to make this video, because a lot of people have been liking it lately. I did pass my driving test on the first try, so if you have any, if you need any tips on driving tests, you can follow my TikTok. It's at WildAsia, or you can just request it down below and I'll make a video. But like I said before, there's nothing wrong with you. We all just learn differently. We're not all the same. And we just have to take our time and realize that there's certain things that some people are fine with doing, and then there's some things that we're not comfortable doing. And there's nothing wrong with being afraid to drive. It is scary. There is risk when you drive, but I hope these tips did help you, because I'm a lot more comfortable driving now. I didn't think I'd be in a place where I am driving and being more independent. Like I said, I've been different my whole life, but I've always found tips to make things easier for myself, and then you could also do the same. So I hope this video did help you guys and at least ease the anxiety a little bit more, because I know it does suck trying to rely on people to drive, but you got this. It just takes time, and I love you guys. Subscribe down below. Let me know what videos you guys want to see, and take care, guys. Enjoy everything. You're perfect, you're amazing, and you guys have a great day.